Hi, my name is Kat Kerr, and welcome to my metalworking series. Now, before I get started, I just want to clarify one thing. I am a mixed media artist, and metalworking is just one of the mediums that I use when I create. I am not a metalworker by trade. It is not something that I am an expert at. However, I have been doing it for a long time, and what I'm going to share with you are just things that I've learned along the way. The goal in this series is really just to get you started and for you to decide if this is something that you want to do long term. So sit back, relax, and I hope that you enjoy the series. Now in today's video, I'm talking about something I splurged on recently. It's a set of Now That's a Hammer hammers. Now these hammers are sold individually or you can buy them as a set. They come with built-in stakes for tempering, texturing, forming, and fold forming. Now I knew I wanted to get these as soon as Brenda announced them, and I was not disappointed when I opened up the packaging, because when you first take a look at them, they look very petite, and I'll be honest, they're very heavy, and I think they will work perfectly for texturizing, and the design is absolutely beautiful and you're able to get a nice grip on them, and I think they'll work perfectly for what I have in mind. Now, in order for me to try these out, I first have to anneal some metal. Now, if you're not familiar with annealing, be sure to check out the link in the description below where I explain the process and why you do it. After annealing, I separate the metal into 3 sections so that I can try each hammer individually and see how they texturize. Now, all of the hammers come with different heads, as explained in the description, so I just tested them out by using one side of the hammer on the top and then the other side of the hammer on the bottom. Now, anytime you texturize metal, it's going to work harden the metal, so it's going to make it hard again, and it's also going to warp it. So here I'm using a dead blow hammer just to straighten it out again. Now here you can see the textures, and without a doubt my favorite is the middle one, the BallPein hammer, and I love the look of that, but I also enjoy combining all of the textures together. So here I am, I'm going to now start combining some of those textures together to see what I can come up with. My original plan for this video was simply to show you what the textures look like on the hammers, but I'll be honest, once I started playing with it, I just really loved it. I loved the texture on the metal, and so I decided to actually cut the metal into 3 pieces and to show you how quickly you can just make a piece of jewelry. After cutting the 3 strips, I also cut the corners so that they're easier to file. I used a metal file and then finished off with some ultra-fine steel wool. I then used a metal punch to add a hole and then added some additional texture using the hammers. Now for me, texturizing metal is just one part of jewelry and jewelry making. It is always just an additional layer of texture, and they look beautiful just the way they are, but of course I always like to add some additional embellishments to the metal to really just add layer upon layer upon layer. And so I ended up annealing a small brass flower, texturizing it with the hammer, and embellishing the metal plate, and I love the way these came out. Really super simple, but what highlights the jewelry is definitely the texture that you have in the background, the patina from the annealing, and very simple and easy to make. For the complete list of materials, see the description below. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and click that bell notification button to catch all of my new videos. Thanks for watching.